Hey guys, Kev here, and I want to do a first impressions on the TwoSun TS305. So this is a knife I unboxed the other day. I believe it was Saturday. Today's Monday for me. I got this in from OCD for EDC, so shout out to Justin and Molly. They are a TwoSun dealer, so if you're looking for a certain TwoSun or something like that, hit up their website, ocdforedc.com, see if they have it in stock, or message them and see if maybe they can get it for you. Any way we can support a small dealer like that would be awesome. Yeah, so TS305, I believe it's a Mazwan design. I don't know that for a fact because for some reason this one doesn't have any markings on it at all, which is interesting. I take that back. Hang on a second. Right there, 14C 28N. I'll zoom in a second. But that's the only marking, that I saw on this knife. Let me close it. Yeah, we'll take a close inspection, but... Alright, so... It's not my favorite. I really kind of don't like it. The thumb flick is not that great just because there's not that much space there. You have to get it right at the top. And it is harder under the camera. I can get it most times when I'm not under the camera. The reverse flick sucks on this knife. Like, yeah, I can get it. You saw that. It doesn't look too hard. But the way you have to, like, angle your finger, the way you have to adjust your grip to go get it is just not that fun to me. I want to be able to grab a knife, stick my finger in the hole, that's what she said, and flick it. Right? That's what I want. Do I have a knife here like that? Here's a Vero Axon, right? Similar size knife, so if we look at specs in a second. Pick knife up, put finger in hole, flick. 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 Right? Here's a Liang Ma cuff version, or 3.0. Sorry, I missed it. Close knife, finger in hole. Close knife, finger in hole. Close knife. God, Kev. I don't know why this is hard for me to do under camera. I'm trying to rush it, maybe. Close knife, finger in hole. Just, it's naturally landing in that spot, right? And then I'm flicking it. TwoSun. Grab knife. Gotta climb up here to get it. Okay, now I gotta climb up here to unlock it. Shake it close. Climb back up. It's just not as intuitive, it tends to catch your finger sometimes. Like, you know, your finger will get stuck in there, or it'll go too far in or something, and then it hurts when you do flick it out. I don't know, I just don't like the hole design, and it's too thin. I think that's the biggest problem. If it was wider, okay, if it was wider and the hole was lower, it would be really good, I think. It works the way it is, but I have to make adjustments, and I don't want to do that. 3.5-inch blade on the Axon here, 4 inches on your TS305. So it's a big boy knife, right? Big boy knife out here. Hope that helps. Here is that cuff again, 3-inch knife, 4-inch knife, big boy. But you can see the scale is actually, it's about the same. But, I mean, you're talking about a 4-inch knife. It makes a big difference to me. The action is not that great on this knife. If you disengage. Most people probably would be fine with this. Drops if you do that. Now, I had to tune this to where it is and Loctite it. And even with that, I needed to have a little bit of blade play in there to get it to be like this. Before, if I tightened it to no play, it wouldn't drop like that. So, you have to have a little bit of blade play. It is dead nut centered, which is nice. And I do like how it's kind of a faux integral. They just took 2 scales, slap them together, and it's an integral that way. Not an integral, you know what I mean. Which is nice. No backspace or anything. It's a cool build. I mean, this thing, I think I paid $106. So, obviously, you know, that's a good price for titanium, carbon fiber. What are we going to call it? A bitegral? I don't know. With 14C 28N, that's where you save some of the money right there. This does come in an M390 variant, but there you go. 14C, 28N. Here's the handle. So one thing I don't like about this knife, well, another thing I don't like is this clip. That point right there is just brutal, guys. Going in your pocket, coming out of pocket, it just it pops. And it catches really hard. Now, the Liang Ma knives, some of them have these balls. They do that sort of, but they're not pointed. They're rounded and they're ceramic, so it just kind of pops over and glides in. It doesn't poke or tear, where this does exactly that. It pokes and it tears, which sucks. You will see this is a, I guess you call it a sub-frame lock or a liner lock. It's pretty much a frame lock that has a scale over it, so I'd call it a sub-frame lock. You can see your insert there. You don't really need an over-travel stop because your scale is the over-travel stop, right? There's your pivot, T8 on the pivot. Here's your other scale. Very nice carbon fiber. I like the shadow boxing they did around it. I mean, it's very, very nicely made. It's gorgeous. I mean, it's dirty as fuck. I like satin grinds. I have heard that it'll scratch real easy because, yeah, it's already a little scratch right there. And I have barely cut anything with this. Man, I don't even think I cut anything yet. 14C apparently will scratch real easy with a satin finish. I didn't know that. But there's the spine. So, cool design. Let's take one look down the back here. There you go. Let's see the bottom of the knife. There's your lanyard pin for y'all fools out there. All 20 of you. You're like lefties. Not everybody shows you love, you lanyard guys. Yeah, I don't know. It's not my jam. It's a big knife. Like, I can hold it back here. I have a large glove size hand, right? I can hold it back here and have all that room. Look at that. I can climb all the way up here and hold it like this into this poon spoon right there. Or as the OCD billies would call it, a poon gooch. And I have all that hanging out there when I'm in the poon spoon. So you kind of have two spots you can hang on to, which I like. The TS129, the brother of this, the little brother I had, I didn't like because it was too small, too short, and had this design. So you would end up like this, but holding it like this. You see how cramped that is? But on this, you can go back here and then comfortably rest your thumb on this ramp or climb up and use this. But on the Stingray, you were like cramped into here with, you know, this much handle. It just didn't work. So this works a lot better functionally, right? Let's cut something. I mean, I'm going to get used to the action. Oh, yeah, look at that. Gonna get used to the action on this knife, but ultimately the hole is just not for me. That's probably what he said. The front flipper, if you're a front flipper guy and that's your like primary, I think you'll love this because it really does pop. The detent, I should say, I haven't mentioned the detent. The detent is absolutely perfect. They nailed the detent. Man, I hate that thumb hole. But I just hate the hole, you know. I wish it was lower, and it would be fantastic, I think. But you know what? Not every knife is designed for me. Isn't that a weird thing? I wish they were, but they're just all not designed for me. Some people love this knife. So, you know, power to them. Power to them. So, I don't know if I'll do a full review. I may. I may not. I don't know yet. I'm contemplating what I'm doing. I just got it Saturday, and then I Loctited it last night, so I'm kind of just really getting into handling it, and that's why this is a first impression. So, you know what? I will do a full review, because that's only fair to tell you guys how it ended up, right? Did I end up falling in love with the TS305, another soulless TwoSun? I'm just kidding. This one I actually think has a little bit of soul to it. I don't know why. Why do you have soul, knife? I have no idea. No idea. Maybe because it's comfortable. Oh, you feel that? Lock rock. Oh, I forgot to mention that. It has lock rock. Yes. So it actually moves up and down on the tang there, on the lock face. So I don't know if you can see it. Can you see it? very slight, and I doubt a spine whack is going to... Oh, it popped. Oh, shit, that scared me. I don't know if you saw that, but I swear it popped open and then closed again. Yep. Yeah, so this guy is failing on the spine whack test, and it has lock rock. So that's not good, guys. That's a failure for me. That is a, yeah, that's a no-go. That's I'm contacting my dealer and telling him what happened. So Justin, watch out for my phone call, buddy. Yeah, so that's the TwoSun TS305. Not my jam, guys. But you know what? Cool design and everything overall. And maybe for somebody's hand, it works perfectly, right? So thank you guys so much for watching. I love you all. I hope you have an absolutely fantastic day, and I will catch you later.